everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and thank you all for joining me for another teacher tip Thursday video. So in today's video we're going to talk about planning and meeting the teacher. So we're going to first jump right into meeting the teacher. That's always something that you want to make sure that you are thinking about because it comes up so quickly in the very beginning of the school year. That's when your parents come in and they see the classroom, drop off supplies. And so you want to make sure that you have some very important information available for them to go ahead and start filling out so you can start building that relationship and start getting to know your students and your parents. So I purchased this bundle from Teachers Pay Teacher, and it is, I'm trying to find the name of it, and now I can't find the name of, okay, it is by Christine Nanani. It's called Meet the Teacher Template, Editable Back to School Flip. And I purchased this about 3 years ago, and she does update it. So you can go ahead and get it updated. So I have my Meet the Teacher letter, which is a picture of me, which I'm going to be changing, but it's already laid out and formatted for you, which is what I like. It goes great with my color scheme in my classroom, so I really like it. You have a box that just tells you welcome to kindergarten, what you're expecting, a little bit about you, some of your favorite items, and how they can contact you every day. So that's a quick note that you always want to make sure that you have ready and available. And then you want to make sure that you have a transportation log available so that you can find out on the first day of school where they are going to be picked up or dropped off in the morning, or if they're going to after school care, daycare, anything like that. She also has a form like that, but my school district gives me a form, so I do not have to actually print that type of form, but it does come with that kit as well. There's also a getting to know your child form, which I like that she has, where it has the child's name, birthday, guardian, siblings, if they're at the school with the child, some strengths about the child, weaknesses, goals for your child, words to describe your child. And then on the back, it has what upsets your child, what motivates your child, any personal medical issues that you want. Are there holidays that your child does not participate in? Is there anything you would like us to know about your child, and some additional comments or concerns? So I like this page actually better than the one that I have printed out in the past from Joey Udovich. So I will be changing to this page for the upcoming school year. And then you also want to kind of have a little treat or something for the students. So I do this every single year. I buy the bubbles from the Dollar Tree. They are just 3 for $1.25 now, but you get 3 in the pack. And then I just cut these off and attach them right on there. It says, I've been bubbling with excitement to meet you. So you might want to do that. Another thing that I'm going to be giving out is little cards for my parents to click on a link for my YouTube video where I read to them the night before kindergarten. So that's another idea that you might want to incorporate in on that day, on the Meet the Teacher Day. And then she has a really cute sign-in sheet where it says, welcome to our classroom. You want to make sure that you get their name, their email address, and their child's name so you can match up whose parent goes with who. This is very important because a lot of times when you have a parent, maybe their names are not the same as the student's name. So you want to make sure that you're matching up and the names go with who they should go to, so that when you contact them, you know the child that you are speaking to. So that is what I wanted to share with you all about tips for Meet the Teacher. And then we want to talk about, and I have my little notes here, about a little bit about planning. So when you are doing your planning and getting your planning done for the year, you want to grab your, go ahead and print off and grab your standards and your pacing guide. Go ahead and grab all of that information right up front so that you can start to think about how you want things to go, and how you want to start planning out your year. I do recommend that you plan as early and as in advance as you can. I like to plan a month in advance, but that may not be feasible for most. So I would definitely recommend at least 2 weeks in advance and not a week, because a week can go by so fast. But if you give yourself a buffer week, then you can definitely go ahead and get it all done. So I like to plan as early as I can in advance. And so what I look at is the standards and the pacing guide. So when you look at your pacing guide, it normally blocks out and tells you exactly what it is that you're going to be teaching for the year. So last year, not last year, a couple of years ago, one of the lead teachers at my old school, she came up with this handy dandy little spreadsheet, if I can get it all out for you guys. So it's a nice little spreadsheet that started out with the first week of school, what you would be doing in ELA, phonics, math, and any other content areas like science or social studies, and then whatever the sight words were. If you teach upper grades, if you have high frequency words, you can kind of make your own like little spreadsheet so that you can have it at a snapshot, because sometimes the pacing guides can be pages and pages and pages, and this is condensed into like 4 pages printed front and back, so really only 2 pages. So it has a nice little snapshot for you. And as you see in the past, I was going ahead and Xing everything out. So this helps you to make sure that you're always in line and focused on the things, the key things that you need to be working on. So if you have the time to just look at it, condense it down into something small so that you can know what it is that you'll be working on, that will be fantastic and will help planning go by so much faster and easier. And so just to, just show you how it looks. So that's weeks 11 through 20, then 21 to 30. And you see I had to readjust the dates. I think that year we had a hurricane or something happen and we had to readjust the dates. And then 30 through 39. And so you have it all mapped out. And this is something that you can use, a great tool to use year after year after year. So in combination with this, I like to also go ahead and use these pages, which is all of the standards printed front and back. And this is printed on the classic size that I printed, which is going in my data binder, so that I can start checking off and assessing the dates that I go over all of these standards. So we have like a spiral system with our literature reading curriculum. It starts off maybe talking about supporting key details for like 4 weeks. It moves on to something else. And then maybe in 2 or 3 months, it will come back around to these same types of skills and standards. So this will be a really good tool to help you. Say the first time you taught it, you make some notes and you want to do something different. The next time it comes around, you can go ahead and quickly reference that. So this is for language arts. I have it for writing, phonological awareness, speaking and listening, language. These are the math skills that we teach, operations, numbers and operations, algebraic numbers, measurement and data, geometry, and counting and cardinality. So I did not print the ones for science and social studies because those are on smaller pages. So which normally takes up like a page really. So I'm going to print that off and scale it down. If you're wondering how I got the pages to fit exactly for a classic size sheet here, what I did was set my printer to 90% and put a border around it. So there's a trick that you can do when you're printing to add a border around it, so it'll give you a border trim. And if you just put it at 90% and add the border trim in your printing options, it will definitely give you the exact sizing that you need to just cut out those pages in the classic size. So that is my Teacher Tips Thursdays for you. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see y'all in the next one.